And welcome back to the Oklahoma Today podcast. I'm your host, Ben Lucian. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can probably tell that we are not in the studio today. We are, in fact, in my office in downtown Oklahoma City. And that's because this episode of the podcast is a little bit different. We swung big last month and held our inaugural Okie Awards at the Chicken Shack in Arcadia. It was a whole lot of fun. We had a lot of fun hosting that event. And for this episode of the show, we are showing you the Okie Awards in its entirety. So you can enjoy it if you weren't able to come out. And hope you have a good time watching it.
Winter isn't winter until you visited the Edmond Ice Rink at Mitch Park.
Okay, I got my skates on. I think I'm ready. You're not gonna make fun of me, are you?
Of course not, buddy. I'd never make fun of you. Go break a leg.
You gonna help me out?
Oh, doing great. Put one skate in front of another, just like I taught you. Is that the best you got?
Located off Covell Road, this Edmond tradition is open 7 days a week through February 1st.
You skate like my grandma. You're being outskated by literal children.
Warm any falls with the help of hot cocoa from the snack bar.
Hot chocolate?
What happened to not making fun of me?
Nate, it's called coaching.
And be sure to stroll through the luminance light displays in the park after skating. Find more events and attractions at visitedmondok.com.
We're just about to get started. I'm about to introduce Lee Benson here, who's gonna introduce you to our sponsors and get us kicked off. So Lee, why don't you come on up? Everybody, let's give a hand to Lee. Lee! Woo!
Thanks, Nate. Thank you, Nate. Everyone, I'm Lee Benson, the Chief Communications and Marketing Officer for OTRD. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight for the inaugural Okie Awards. I know the entire Oklahoma Today team has put a lot of work and effort into this night, so thank you for being here. What I want to do right now is thank our wonderful sponsors. And so I'll start with IGG Screen Printing. And we came to IGG Screen Printing with a problem. We needed t-shirts and we needed them fast, and they had a solution. So if you see any of the Oklahoma Today staff around here, they have some really cool t-shirts that IGG Screen Printing provided. So thank you to them for sponsoring tonight. Also, the City of Yukon. Yeah, you can clap. The City of Yukon also is a sponsor of the Okie Awards. They really take pride in these local events and their communities, so really easy for us to partner up with the City of Yukon, so thank you to the City of Yukon. Also, Yukon Trophy. So, and you'll see these all throughout the night. Yukon Trophy provided wonderful trophies for the award winners this evening, and that adds an extra layer of credibility to this show. So thank you to Yukon Trophy for being a sponsor of the Okie Awards. And also thank you to Eddie and the Chicken Shack for being a wonderful host. I know Eddie is incredibly passionate about Oklahoma, about Route 66, and of course about the Chicken Shack. So we thank Eddie for hosting us tonight and being a sponsor of the Okie Awards. So next, I do want to introduce someone who I know has had an incredibly busy week. We all know what it's like to get a new job and you're meeting all these new people and you're taking all this information in, and it's a lot, but you do it because that's your new job and you're really enjoying it. So we have a new executive director at the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department. And I know it's been a long day for her. This morning she was on the road early going down to Lake Murray to meet with all of our park managers. So she's here now at the Okie Awards, and we really appreciate it. So let me welcome our new executive director for OTRD, Amy Blackburn.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. First, I want to take a moment to recognize a previous executive director of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department, Mr. Hardy Watkins. Thank you for being here, Hardy. Again, my name is Amy Blackburn, and I am, as of 3 days ago, the executive director of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department. This is an incredible way for me to kick off my new role. And this event would not be possible without the incredible work of our Oklahoma Today staff. So special thanks to Colleen, Nathan, Megan, Carly, Bridget, Shelby, Ben, Kirsten, Chris, and Saxon. Thank you all. So if there is anything that the past 3 days have taught me, it's that the Oklahoma hospitality, tourism, and recreation industry is thriving. And there is even more fun to be had in the very near future, thanks to folks like you, and in particular, people like our next speaker. He and I met nearly 7 years ago. I'm going to try real hard not to get a little misty on this one. So he and I met nearly 7 years ago when I was the director of state branding. And since then, he and I have been through many peaks and a few valleys, from navigating COVID to installing beautiful murals in our major airports, redesigning nearly every state agency website, and remodeling all of our travel information centers. He and I have been through it together. And I'm absolutely thrilled to do it all again as part of Oklahoma Tourism. If there is one thing I know to be true, there is nobody that champions the hospitality and tourism industry and the state as a whole more than our Lieutenant Governor. So it's my honor to introduce my dear friend, Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell.
They call me the breeze. I keep low and low.
Amy Blackburn, everybody. One more round of applause. This is the coolest podium that I've spoken to in a very long time. The coolest awards that I've seen in a very long time. And it is because of this team. I want one more big round of applause for the Oklahoma Today team. And I say it all the time, and I mean it. I'd put this up against any tourism magazine in the entire country. It's as good of a product as I've seen anywhere in the country, and I mean that. And that is because of the dedication of this team. A lot of us don't ever get a lot of pats on the back. I want you to know I champion this everywhere that I go across our 77 counties. I wish every single person had this in their mailbox. Amy, I guess that's now your job. Start raising the money for that. Let's put this in every mailbox. So I'm always happy to come and be here to support our Oklahoma Department of Tourism, but this team is a big reason why people love the state. And it's been such an honor to serve as Lieutenant Governor, to champion an agency that is really just the front door mat for the state, to tell the positive things while we are fixing some of the things that we need to fix down at 23rd and Lincoln. We can be doing both at the same time. If you really want to get me on my soapbox, that's part of it. We should be, yes, being honest with ourselves of things that we need to fix as a state, but could we please brag about all the good stuff that is happening in the state of Oklahoma? Can I get an amen? We should be able to do both at the same time. And the good stuff is in here, ladies and gentlemen. The good stuff is in here. And so these awards certainly are the Oklahoma Today team championing all the other people that are doing good stuff around the state of Oklahoma. But because they're here to be selfless and promote everybody else, I wanted to make sure that I told them how much I appreciate them, because they make my job easier going around the state and telling not just 77 counties, but telling 49 other states why we're the best too. And countries around the world. Yes, and countries around the world. That if you want to see America, you got to see Oklahoma. It truly, the good, the bad, the ugly, by the way. You tell the whole history. If you tell all of it, tourists around the world appreciate that. They are glued and drawn to it. Not just the most famous road in the world. Yes, we are on the most famous road in the world right now. And round of applause for Chicken Eddie. I don't know if he's here. We love Chicken Eddie. We love ourselves some Chicken Eddie. Yes, we're on the most famous road, but we've got the story of America across our 77 counties. But if we don't tell it, and if we don't have the back of the Oklahoma Department of Tourism, then unfortunately you're going to have those tourists go to other states. You're going to have these international tourists that want to come to America to truly see America are going to go to other states. And that's unacceptable to me. I'm very territorial about that. Because most of the economic development that we see across the state of Oklahoma, it starts with a trip, right? And I know everybody sitting in these chairs has those stories of somebody coming to town, moving to your town, because they first had to come in for a soccer tournament or a museum that you have or some road trip that they took as a family. And when they get back in that car or RV or on that motorcycle, they're leaning to whoever they're coming on that trip say, you know, this is a whole lot better than Kansas City. It's a whole lot better than Austin, Texas. Heck, this is a whole lot better than London. Like, let's move. Let's move to Oklahoma. That's happening. I've heard it so many times over the last 7 years. And I just want to make sure, as long as I am your lieutenant governor, that I continue to tell that story, that Oklahoma is the best state to live, work, and raise a family. But it's the best place to do a tourism trip as well. And tourism really is that front door to economic development. You are the front door. And as long as we continue to prioritize it and tell legislators, Senator Green, please wave right over here. He represents Chicken Eddie. I mean, listen, that's a big job, brother. That's a big job, brother. One of the best, and he gets it. As long as you continue to tell those legislators how important our industry is, I can tell you I'll always have your back. And I know that, again, raising this, because again, if you don't have a subscription to this, you better have one before you leave tonight, okay? This team and our Oklahoma Department of Tourism, they do have your back every single day. Every single day they have your back, and I want you to know that. And moving forward through this holiday season, I hope it's the best one you've ever had with your friends, your family, your colleagues. I hope it's your best one yet. But next year, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the biggest years in tourism state history for the state of Oklahoma. With the Route 66 Centennial coming, with the World Cup next year as well. I could go on and on and on. I'm not going to, because we need to eat Chicken Eddie's chicken. But just know it's game on. It's game on next year for Oklahoma Department of Tourism to deliver, to make sure we have a very good legislative session as well, and I am very confident that we are going to do nothing less than that. So congratulations to everybody that is here, and again, these amazing trophies and the best podium that I've spoken in front of in a very long time. God bless each and every one. Thank you for what you do every single day. Thank you. And food's open. That's really what you want to hear. Food's open. Go get some food.
In Oklahoma, arts play an essential role in bringing communities together, enhancing quality of life for Oklahomans, and positively impacting our economy. The Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition is a nonprofit that helps develop the Oklahoma visual arts community through education, promotion, connection, and funding. Since 1988, OVAC has worked closely with Oklahoma artists, educators, organizations, and communities to ensure visibility and opportunity while promoting public interest in the arts across the state. To learn more about how the Oklahoma Visual Arts Coalition supports artists and to personally contribute to a growing Oklahoma arts scene, visit ovac-ok.org or follow OVAC on Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the inaugural Okie Awards.
Hi. How are we doing tonight? You are at the Okie Awards, presented by Oklahoma Today magazine. We are here at the Chicken Shack in Arcadia. And we're celebrating our Okie Award winners tonight. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me explain how this thing was put together. We've got a group of expert panelists together to choose some of the most Oklahoma things of the year. And thanks to the folks at Visit Yukon and Yukon Trophy, we even have some cool statues here to hand out. So if you're here in our audience, settle in with your beer and your chicken. And if you're watching on YouTube, you are also welcome to settle in with your beer and maybe some tasty snacks too. If you're a fan of mine, it's probably because you do enjoy a beverage. We're ending 2025 on a big note here tonight. But first, let me introduce our team. We've got Editor-in-Chief Nathan Gunner, Photography Editor Megan Rossman is in the back. She really wanted to host tonight, but we had to tell her no. Senior Editor Carly Ibarra is right here behind me. Our Research Editor, Kirsten Stone, she's here this evening. Our Publisher, Colleen, she's back there in the corner. We love Colleen. Tourism staff photographer is Saxon Smith. Production manager is Bridget Sloan. Our very talented videographer, Chris Cook. And our circulation manager, Shelby Hoskin. Now you'll see several people here tonight wearing our beautiful event t-shirts. These are courtesy of IGG Screen Printing in Oklahoma City, so a big round of applause for IGG Screen Printing. All right, so to start off, Nate, why don't you tell us how the award winners were chosen?
Thank you so much, Ben. Really quickly, before anybody has any further thoughts, I want to invite everyone back here on New Year's Eve to the Chicken Shack. They're kicking off the Midpoint Corridor Route 66 celebration, and that's going to be really fun. And we're going to have our travel guide and Route 66 guide, which you're going to get to see for the first time. Anyone is going to see the covers of those here tonight, so that's exciting. So Ben, Oklahoman of the Year is all about, and can we advance the slide, please? Can we, Kirsten, can you help me out with the slides? Thank you. Oklahoma Today, it's about history, what we're here to do tonight. It's not only the inaugural Okie Awards, it's a historical event. Oklahoma Today was founded in, you're good, 1956 as the, just keep going though, thank you. Sorry, we didn't rehearse that part. Inaugural has a meaning, and you're seeing what it means. Oklahoma Today was founded in 1956. That is 70 years ago, as the official magazine of the state of Oklahoma. In 1993, we named our very first Oklahoman of the Year. That was Garth Brooks. And if you remember the year the year of our Lord 1993, there was not a bigger Oklahoman in the world than Garth Brooks that year. We went on to name some other really exciting Oklahomans with the same honor, the Oklahoma City Fire Department in 1995. Next slide, please. And that was obviously, a very important thing. And then our friend, everyone in this room, I think knows and loves Mary Beth Babcock, our 2011 Oklahoman of the Year. That was one of our best things ever that we ever got to do. So, so that was just a couple of the people that we named as our Oklahoman of the Year back in the day.
So we sunsetted that program in 2014, but once the Thunder won the championship, we knew we had to bring it back. But we knew we need more than one award because Oklahoma Today is about so much. Food, travel, culture, history. We wanted to honor all the greatness the state had to offer this year, which is a lot.
So here's what we did. We reached out to every expert on Oklahoma things that we could think of. And we actually assembled a group of experts on various Oklahoma things, history, music, food, all the stuff. So if you were one of our panelists for the Okie Awards tonight, and I know a few of you are here, would you mind to stand up and just be honored really quickly for helping us out with this? Thank you so much. Greg Elwell, Trait Thompson, we appreciate you so much. Yeah.
And we had our experts tell us their choices for the awards and their areas of expertise, while we also had our picks to throw in as well. And after that, we put all of those into one big blind ballot.
Then when all our experts had voted, the top 5 vote getters became our People's Choice nominees, and the top winner from that became our Okie Award honoree. We put the People's Choice nominees up to a public vote, and the good folks at Visit Yukon and Yukon Trophy made us some prizes, and now here we are.
And of course, the issue is out, so the winners are no secret. So we thought we'd also come up with some additional celebrations that we're calling the Fauxy Awards, F-A-U-X, and we'll be handing them out throughout the night, like this one. These right here.
Oh, hi. Yes, and so we thought we'd start the evening by handing out the first Fauxy Award to someone who's been a friend to tourism in Oklahoma like few other people have. The Fauxy Award for Oklahoma Cheerleader of the Year, given for fostering state pride and always being Oklahoma's biggest fan and encourager, goes to none other than Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Here you go.
Okay. I think the lieutenant governor is actually the only person here tonight who's actually here to receive his Foki. And I was up until 2 in the morning making these last night, and I don't want to deal with taking them home. So here's what we're going to do. Our live audience here at the Chicken Shack is going to come in really handy. So these awards all go to Oklahoma things, people, and various stuff that we love and thought was amazing in 2025. If one of these awards resonates with you tonight, we would like you to volunteer to come up and accept it on behalf of the person who is not here, and then you can just take it home with you, right? And then I don't have to take any of this home with me, right? And you get to take a little bauble home with you, and maybe you can accept an award on behalf of, say, the Okie Good Witch of the Year, or the Okie Country Music Restaurant of the Year. So yeah, you'll get to take that home.
But before we get started handing out the real awards, we're multitaskers here at Oklahoma Today. After all, we produce 6 issues of magazine a year, and we make the Oklahoma Travel Guide, which will look like, here we go, beautiful. And the new Route 66 Guide and Passport, which will look like, yes. And you'll be able to order these on travelok.com soon. And where you see the white lines on those covers, there'll be kind of a holographic foil that's going to look super cool.
But Carly, you left out the best part. We also have a podcast, which you can find on YouTube. And we thought, since we're here anyway, we'd go ahead and just film a show right here tonight. The 3 best words in entertainment live podcast recording. Absolutely. Fans of our show know that one thing we do every episode is ask our question of the week. So we'll stand up here on stage and give our answers. But audience, get your own answers ready, because we're going to put you on the spot. You've got to come up with your own answer to the question. And that question is, who gets your personal 2025 Okie of the Year award? So percolate on that for a while, will you? A good host always lets his colleagues go first. So Nate, why don't you go first? Who is your personal Okie of the Year winner?
It's y'all. I work with the best people in the world, and they're so great, and I love them. And there's not a day that I don't get up and think how lucky I am to get to go to work. So Oklahoma Today staff are my personal Okies of the Year for 2025. I know it's cheesy, but I'm the boss, and I like encouraging them. Carly, who's your personal 2025 Okie of the Year?
So there's actually more than one answer here, but all of the people that cleaned up after the Thunder Parade, they deserve all of the accolades. That was a big job.
Yeah, that was a major job. Kirsten, we're all waiting for your answer.
Well, my Okie of the Year award is going to go to the guy who calls me his work daughter and who is the backbone of so many things during all of our adventures that we do and everything, and it's Chris Cook, our videographer.
What about you, Ben?
Yes, well, I cheated a little bit with mine because I do not have someone who is technically an Oklahoman, but very important to Oklahoma. Are we sports fans in the crowd? Any sports fans here? Yes. Do we know Jalen J-Dub Williams with the Oklahoma State Thunder? All right, well, I didn't pick him, but do you have any OU football fans here in the crowd? Yes. Big playoff game coming up. Are we fans of John Mateer? Big quarterback, yeah. I didn't pick him either, but I picked the guy who both of those fellows know very well, and that is Dr. Stephen Shin. Yes, the surgeon who worked on both of them. I mean, both of those guys owe him quite a bit. And now it's actually your all's turn. You know, I was threatening, and now I'm doing it. Is there any volunteer first?
We're gonna start coming around and volunteering you.
All right, now I'm going out into the crowd. Okay. Now right here. What is your name, sir?
Not totally sure. Greg Elwell.
This is Greg Elwell. Yes, you used to host the Oklahoma Today podcast.
I did. Yeah, that was for a few years.
Where are you from, Greg?
Literally down the street.
Very good, very good. Who is your personal Oklahoman of the year?
My Oklahoman of the year is a tiny orange monkey named Frankie. He lives at the Oklahoma City Zoo. He's where I work, yes. Frankie the Francois Langour, which is just the most adorable little orange monkey. And over the course of the first year of his life, all of his orange fur turns black. And he has these big white sideburns, and he's just like the most punk rock little monkey you've ever seen.
This was your little zoo book moment. Yes. Thank you so much, Greg. You should have brought Frankie, but that's all right. Let's go. Well, you look like you have a great answer. What is your name, sir?
Todd Johnson.
Todd Johnson. Thank you so much for attending the Okie Awards. Where are you from, Todd?
From Yukon.
From Yukon, yes. Have you given any thought to Okie of the Year winner?
Well, the main one I can think of right now would be SGA. He just too good not to.
Yes, absolutely. We agree with you. You can see him on the cover of our November-December issue. Yes. And let's come over here. I've got my good friend Jody. Yes, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Where are you from? Who are you with?
Edmond, and I'm with Visit Edmond.
Yes. Do you have an Oklahoman of the year you'd like to shout out?
I do. Can I have a couple?
Yes.
Okay, so it's the Ben and Nate pre-podcast, like when you see them doing commercials, like the.
We're your Oklahomans of the year.
Yes. You guys in Rumble.
Oh, and Rumble. Yes, we've got to give a shout out to Rumble. Yes, well, that's a great answer. I'm honored to be an Oklahoman of the year. Thank you so much, Jody. All right, and that's the merciful conclusion. But don't worry, the crowd interaction is not over. There's more of it.
I should just say really quickly, the folks at Visit Edmond do sponsor our podcast, and we go out and make commercials for them, and we have the very best time. And the current one features me failing to ice skate very well. So if you want to be entertained, I recommend watching it.
Well, there's so many amazing, outstanding Oklahomans and places, and we feature a lot of them on our show every week. And we've got a few highlights for you here. Are we ready to play those now?
And they go, well, what do you do? We're like, we sell CDs. We can't film you doing that in Vegas. And we're like, all right. We're like, well.
Yeah, we had Lil Mike and Funny Bone in the studio. That's me. This is me in Tulsa at Tulsa Stained Glass. They have a sort of rage room that I got to experience.
Broccoli. Nutritious, but it's got to go. This might expose the fact that I can't spell broccoli on my own. Broccli.
That's pretty close. That's good enough. Deep breath.
Broccoli.
Up high, little think. Focus.
You want to know what I think of the copy machine? Copy machine.
Yes. I'm not a very naturally angry person, so I had to dig deep for that one.
I'm back. So we have another Folky Award to give out, and this time the category is the Oklahoma Good Witch of the Year. And it's given for always reminding us there's no place like home. So tell us, who is your Okie Good Witch of the Year, or who does this resonate with out in the crowd here?
I heard Kristen Chenoweth.
Yes.
Who wants to come accept on behalf of Kristen Chenoweth? Come on up, Emily.
Come
Poppy.
up. Okay.
Do you want to give us a quick popular, or?
Ask and you shall receive, so don't ask for it.
You lost a pink rhinestone. There you go.
Oh, I would never.
There you go. Yeah, that's very Galinda.
Yes.
Everybody.
Okay.
And speaking of magic.
Yeah, the thunder, huh? We're not only proud to honor the best team in the NBA tonight. Let's give another round of applause for our great Oklahoma City Thunder. But we're so proud as Oklahomans to be home of the league's most fashionable team. And we actually got to go to Thunder Media Day this year. Let's roll some clips from that. This is them reacting to Reba.
Do you at all recognize these gentlemen?
Yeah.
This is the Gap Band, the famous Gap Band.
Oh, yeah.
Outstanding, amazing song. It's on 2K soundtrack.
2K soundtrack, yeah.
Yes,
I remember
yes.
that.
Charlie Wilson is here in the middle.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
This one right here. This is the.
He was on Bound to, Kanye song. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you notice about this outfit? What do you like?
You know what I like about this right here? Their clothes fit them properly. Yeah, and that's half the battle, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you can tell they're each like, you know, it's proportioned properly to them. It seems like they got it tailored a little bit. I like it. It's nice.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry for
What about the cowboy hat?
Cowboy hat. Oh, yeah, you can't go wrong with a cowboy hat. Yeah.
Never. Yeah, 10 out of 10 again?
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
All right,
Yeah.
okay, 10.
Legends.
All right. Do we have one more clip of that? Or is that the only one?
Yeah, so world famous Reba. Yeah. And now, what do you like? Is there anything that stands out about this fit?
It's a really good outfit.
Yes.
It's really good. It's classy. It's timeless.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
I like the silk top.
Exactly.
Fire.
I like whatever. I don't know if it was a chain or whatever. It is.
Belt chain, belt chain,
yeah,
belt
yeah,
chain.
it's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have a rating out of 10?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh, for sure.
It's also Reba. You can't
Yeah, you
disrespect
can't give
Reba.
Reba anything less than 10 out of 10.
That's the number one rule of Oklahoma today. You cannot disrespect Reba. And we never would.
I'm going to fuck the number 6 rule, but
yes. Who's?
All right. Well, the guys couldn't join us tonight from the Thunder because they are. And can we give them a hand in the Emirates Cup? They're at the Emirates Cup. I think they're doing pretty well, actually. So we thought we'd do them proud because they're kind of our fashion icons. So tonight's dress theme was Cowboy Cocktail, and I saw a lot of you walking in. And now we're going to have our little Cowboy Cocktail fashion show, and we're going to start with our Good Witch of the Year, Miss Emily Poppy. Stand up and give us a twirl, please, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much. Is Samia here? Is Samia in the room? Because she's looking pretty fly, too, tonight. Anybody? No? All right. Where's Jason? Where's Jason Stevenson? Stand up for me, buddy. Where are y'all? All right, give us. Look at the bolo tie. Everybody, show the bolo tie. Right, the bolo tie is pretty great, right? I see B from Yukon Trophy looking fantastic. Yes. You want to stand up and give us a twirl, B? Please, yes, ma'am. B, everybody, from Yukon Trophy and Awards. Yes, thank you so much. And last but not least, our amazing production manager and house rock star. And when I say house rock star, I mean that literally. This person is an actual rock star who's opened for, among others, Hinder. Bridget, want to give us a twirl back there? Thank you, ma'am. All right. Thank you all for understanding the assignment about Cowboy Cocktail. We appreciate it. This has concluded our obligatory award show fashion moment.
Now we have an official honor to give out. We know Oklahoma has unleashed some truly great musicians on the world, so our inaugural award for Okie Musician of the Year had some really close competition. The nominees are Caitlin Butts, Ken Pomeroy, Cross Canadian Ragweed, Bran J, and Selby Minner. And if we could have a round of applause for Selby Minner, just for her amazing contribution to Oklahoma music. So first, our People's Choice Award winner is Cross Canadian Ragweed. Woo!
So this year saw the return of one of Oklahoma's most storied red dirt bands with the Boys from Oklahoma concert series in Stillwater back in April. So of course, the people spoke and named Cross Canadian Ragweed our inaugural, I knew I was gonna do that, People's Choice winner for Musician of the Year.
And while we love Cross Canadian Ragweed, don't get me wrong, our panel vote took a little bit of a different turn. The voting was close, But Caitlin Butts emerged as our Okie Musician of the Year. Woo!
You ain't gotta die to be dead to me. You ain't gotta die to be dead to me.
Yes. We had a story about that in our November-December issue from the amazing music writer Preston Jones. And this is what he had to say. While other Oklahomans have had runs of regional and national attention, none have embraced the state's rich artistic legacy while raising its profile as a wellspring of head-turning talent as deftly as Caitlin Butts. So let's have another round of applause for our Okie Musician of the Year.
That's cool. Yeah, and if you didn't see Caitlin perform at the Grand Ole Opry with Sabrina Carpenter recently, that's quite a video to watch. Oklahoma's musical heritage is exceedingly rich. I know I love nothing more than going to a live show. Of course, there are many country greats like Vince and Reba, Toby and Garth, Carrie Underwood, and Roger Miller, and Karen Dalton, and Sammy Smith, and Ronnie Dunn, and Restless Heart. And there's a lot of country music that comes out of Oklahoma. Everybody from Sandy Patty to the Flaming Lips have made other kinds of amazing music in this state. And our music community here is so supportive and tight-knit, but ain't nobody perfect. So the Folky Award for Oklahoma's Social Media Beef of the Year goes to John Moreland and Zach Bryan for whatever this was. We would like to advance the slide into the next one. Thank you. Whatever that was, they get the award. It's got a guitar and some sparkles on it. Boys, you're both pretty. We like you both. Everybody wins. No need to fight. Okie Twitter Beef of the Year, John Moreland and Zach Bryan. Who would like to come get it? Who wants to take this home with them? I know, it's not anything to be proud of. There you are. All right, we love you. There you go, yeah. If you see either one of them, though, you got to tell them you have that. All right.
All right, so on a serious note, where would our state's music scene be without all the amazing venues that we have? You can just tell from this list of nominees for our next category. Are we ready for that? Yes. So in Oklahoma City, we've got Resonant Head, Tower Theater, the Jones Assembly, and in Tulsa, we've got Mercury Lounge and Kane's Ballroom.
That's me. But on this one, the people and the panel agree. Kane's Ballroom is our inaugural Okie Music Venue of the Year. Can I see a really quick show of hands of anyone who hasn't been to Kane's Ballroom? Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Okay. All right.
Aside from music, if there's one thing we're known for in Oklahoma, it's being hospitable. People always ask, or always talk about, rather, how friendly we are. And sometimes that means saying, bless your heart, when you want to say something else, not so sweet.
So who here is good at a bless your heart? Who can really just reduce someone to ashes with a bless your heart? Come on. Okay, so we are going to give a Folky Award. One of the things that we really think is an important part of Oklahoma culture is making fun of Texas. We really value a good Texas joke, so I'm going to give a bless your heart to Texas. Texas, bless your heart. What's going on in your driver's ed classes? You know that when you're behind the wheel of a car, it doesn't mean your hair is automatically on fire, right? It's okay, Texas, bless your heart. You can slow down. It's okay. All right, who wants to come bless Texas's heart? Come on, somebody wants Texas. I'm giving it to you. You are perfect. All right. Do you have a bless your heart for Texas?
Bless your heart, Texas.
I love it. Thank you so much. We are Southerners at heart. We bless hearts. All right. And it's all you, Carly. Oh, do you want to bless somebody's heart, Carly? Do you have a heart to bless? It's okay if you don't.
I
You're not into it?
would never bless someone's heart. That is far too mean. But of course, our state's culture encompasses so much more than making fun of Texas, although that is a very important part. It's music, it's filmmaking, it's theater, it's visual art, it's sports, it's faith, it's history. It's so much of what makes us who we are. So we wanted to honor the person we believe represented Oklahoma to the world in a way that defined 2025. The nominees for Okie Cultural Ambassador of the Year are Kristen Chenoweth, Sterling Harjo, Shay Gilgis-Alexander, Bartees Strange, and Chef Kevin Lee. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, as you saw, and that cultural ambassador, according to both our panelists and the public vote, is Sterling Harjo. So I actually had the pleasure of interviewing Sterling for our November-December issue, and I'm very proud of this story. So I'm just going to read a little bit of it for you. While Harjo's films and shows are filled with imperfect characters and portrayals of the state not everyone would love, they're suffused with his own brand of affection for the place where he grew up and its people. Oklahoma's a beautiful, unique place with a magical history that I love exploring and showing to the world, he says, which I just think is so sweet. So I don't know, Res Dogs, the Lowdown, like he's doing some really amazing stuff.
Have a hand for Sterling.
So some of our favorite stories to do at Oklahoma Today are, of course, about food. And let's give a round of applause for food, please. Yes. And we all know how great the state's food scene is, whether we're talking about five-star restaurants or small-town diners. And one of our guests here tonight would like to give out his very own award.
Oh, is this me?
Yes.
Yeah. So our friend, we reached out on social media, and our friend John Burns came up with the... John, where are you? Raise your hand for me, buddy. I don't see you. I'm blind. So we asked everybody to create their own Okie Award. And John won our contest because he had the best one by a landslide. And I think when you guys hear what he came up with, you're really going to appreciate it. John, tell us your Okie Award, sir.
When I found out I was coming here, the first thing that came to my mind is the construction and the detour on Wellston. So my award, most creative business plan to survive 3-mile ODOT detours blocking your business entrance. And the winner goes to the best barbecue in Oklahoma, Butcher Barbecue Stand.
Let's hear it for Butcher Barbecue Stand. If you haven't been up Route 66 recently, it's some of the best BBQ you're going to have, and they are a little blocked off on their entrance right now, so if you want to go give them some love, I know they would appreciate it. Yeah, all right. It's you. It's Ben. All right.
So there's a lot of amazing food in the state, but there's one category where the state stands out the most. And Nate, do you want to tell us about this very special category?
Yeah. So Oklahoma is really top tier in a lot of things, but there's one category where we genuinely rule. So the nominees for Folky Award of the Year for Oklahoma Country Music Singer Themed Restaurant of the Year are, and there's nominees, Toby Keith's I Love This Bar and Grill in Oklahoma City and Thackerville, Blake Shelton's Ole Red in Tishomingo, Reba's Place in Atoka, Trisha Yearwood's Party Nachos at the BOK Center in Tulsa, which is a real thing, and Roger Miller's Beef Trapeze and Country Banh Mi's, which is not a real thing. And the winner is Reba's Place in Atoka. But if someone wants to open that Roger Miller-themed Beef Trapeze and Country Banh Mi's, I'm there. Day one. Who would like to come and get the award? Jason Stevenson, I see you, my friend. All right. Thank you, sir. All right. I'm telling you, we have a weirdly lot of country music-themed restaurants. It's a thing with Oklahoma.
We don't even try to hide our love for or obsession with maybe Oklahoma food. So it made sense to seek out the food that defined Oklahoma in 2025. The nominees for Okie Restaurant of the Year are in Tulsa, Noche Wood-Fired Grill and Agave Bar, and in Oklahoma City, Birdie's by Chef Kevin Lee, Sedalia's Oyster and Seafood, 39 Restaurant at the First Americans Museum, and Ma Derlau Kitchen.
And this year, the People's Choice Okie Award for Restaurant of the Year goes to Noche Wood-Fired Grill and Agave Bar in Tulsa.
Noche's actually been getting a lot of attention outside of Oklahoma, too. It was voted one of the best new restaurants in America by the New York Times in 2024 and has become a very beloved Tulsa dining spot. So you should definitely try it the next time you're there.
But once again, we had a slight difference of opinion with the public. Our panel chose Ma Der Lao Kitchen as our Okie Restaurant of the Year for 2025.
Yeah, this is a video.
It's the Woody Guthrie Folk Festival this week, so my friends from New Jersey and South Carolina came to town, and like we always do, we went to dinner at Ma Der Lao Kitchen, where we drank this incredible Laotian beer and had some of the best food you've ever tasted. I love this place. It's the kind of place you want to sit and talk to your friends for hours, which is exactly what we did. We had the best time. We didn't leave until they were almost closed, but it's a tradition that we do every year, and I love it.
So we all love a good dessert, and there will be dessert here tonight. But for our next Folkie, we wanted to reward a dessert that not only tastes incredible, but makes you go, oh, wow. So, in the category of Oklahoma dessert that looks like it came from Nickelodeon, the Folkie goes to Bar Sin in Oklahoma City for its Pandan Cinnamon Roll. You can see it right there. Yeah, that's a photo from our January issue, which is coming out soon. And yeah, just look at it, a green cinnamon roll. Have you ever seen something like that?
All right, go.
Yes. Who wants the green cinnamon roll? Who? Yeah, Nathan Poppy. Oh, absolutely. This is perfect. You had one for your birthday, right, Nathan?
Yes.
Did you? Yes. Very delicious. Well, thank you for taking the trophy.
Food actually caused a lot of disagreement among our judges. There were fights. And I'm so happy about this next award because I'm so happy about who got the People's Choice version of it. But first, our nominees for Okie Chef of the Year are Lisa Beckland of Farm Bar, Il Seme, and Cow and Cabbage in Tulsa, and Living Kitchen Farm and Dairy in Depew. Jeff Chancellioun of Ma Der Lao Kitchen and Bar Sin in Oklahoma City. Chef Kevin Lee of Birdies by Chef Kevin Lee and Mott in Oklahoma City, which is new. It's where the Drake used to be. You need to go eat there. Tab Singleton of Fat Tab's Barbecue in Idabel. And Chef Andrew Black of Gray Sweater, The Late Black Walnut, and which will be something else soon, and Pearl Mesta in Oklahoma City. And I love this man so much. The People's Choice Award for Okie Chef of the Year goes to our good friend, Tab Singleton. All right, listen to me right now. If you haven't been down to Idabel and had Tab's Barbecue, you need to make it the top of your to-do list in Oklahoma. It needs to be your #1 New Year's resolution for 2026. That is so good. But once again, we had a little difference of opinion.
I have the honor of presenting our Okie Award for Chef of the Year to Lisa Beckland. Yeah. I actually had the pleasure of writing about her for our January-February issue. The research was tough, let me tell you. In addition to being a nationally acclaimed chef who runs 4 restaurants, she also cares deeply about making Oklahoma food better for everyone, including the farmers that help grow it. Her creativity and dedication are truly inspiring.
But Lisa was far from the only person making a difference in the food world in Oklahoma this year. In fact, one local company that we really love has been keeping us hydrated all year long, and they found the perfect form to do it in. And that's why the Folkie Award for Oklahoma Hydration Solution of the Year goes to the Brahms Cup from Simple Modern. Yeah, we love Simple Modern. Huge fans of Simple Modern. All right. We love this. I think that's perfect for you. I went to high school with all of them. Oh my gosh, I love this. So Katie Spillman is one of our favorite people on the face of the planet. Yeah, so that is our Folkie Award for Hydration Solution of the Year. And I'll just say this, I also think it gets the Folkie for Must-Have Accessory of the Year, because that thing is cool.
So one of the best parts of what we do is getting to know all of the new things that are happening and opening within Oklahoma, and there's always something new to explore in our state. So we made sure to include an award for Okie New Destination of the Year. The nominees are Love's Planetarium at Science Museum Oklahoma in Oklahoma City. Meet the Mufflers, the Giants of 11th Street in Tulsa. Okana Resort and Indoor Water Park in Oklahoma City. The Cyrus Avery Plaza renovation in Tulsa. And Oak in OKC.
And the People's Choice winner for Okie New Destination of the Year is the Loves Planetarium at Science Museum, Oklahoma.
We are so happy to accept this award because we are so proud of what the Loves Planetarium has brought to the city and to the state of Oklahoma. It is a planetarium worthy of the people. Waylon Troyer is our planetarium director, and hopefully you have the special opportunity to have a show done by Waylon because it is like no other. And we have so far, and we just celebrated our 1-year opening, and we've seen how many thousands of people?
1 year it was 170,000.
170,000 people in 1 year. So thank you all for supporting us.
That's amazing.
Yes, we are so proud.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Go see the planet. It's the coolest thing. I love it so much. I grew up going to that planetarium. I'm so happy to see it alive, and oh, I love it so much. All right. Continuing on. Sorry, I get a little excited.
And once again, our panel of experts had their say and awarded the Okie Award for New Destination of the Year to Okana.
How'd that get in there? No, I'm just kidding. We knew it wasn't there. Laura, we've made it outside. I've got a great appreciation for how large Okana is right now. It's the outdoor pool. What can you tell me about this?
So we are standing in Okana Beach, which is our outdoor oasis water park with the lagoon. The lagoon is 64,000 square feet. It is the 4th largest pool in the country and holds just shy of 1.3 million gallons of water. So you're definitely going to have a little bit more of that chill vibe when you're outside. But if you want some of those thrills, there's definitely some slides that you see right behind me. We have a zip line. We have a cliff jump. So think about like walking the plank. We even have Bounce Bay, which is an inflatable obstacle course on water. A lot of people really have fun with that. It's fun, again, for all ages. So really just something for everybody when you come out here.
Yeah, I had to go out to Okana. Tough job, folks. Tough job. They twist my arm. But let me tell you this. One of our birthrights as Okies is absolutely free chips and queso. One of the best things about being an Oklahoman. And we really did think about giving an award for best setup, but like, choose one? How? There's so many great Mexican places here. Nate, why don't you help us out?
Well, we decided to just narrow it down. So the Foki Award for best setup airport division. That is the best chips, salsa, and queso available at any airport in Oklahoma goes to Enrique's at the Ponca City Airport, which if you have not been to Enrique's, so we've got a little Foki Award here that's full of queso. Not really, it's yellow paint, but it looks like queso. So who wants to, come on, who's our biggest queso fan? I need a queso fan. All right, come on over. I see you, our buddy from Yukon Trophy. Can we pass this back to our friend back there, please? Thank you so much, Carrie. Yay for Enrique's in Ponca City. You know, you can go eat puffy chips and queso and watch the planes land. What could be a better time?
Absolutely. You know, it's not just the new developments that drive travel in our state. Oklahoma has one of the most interesting histories of any part of America, and we all love a good road trip through the past. The nominees for Historic Destination of the Year are Route 66, all across our great state. The Outsiders House Museum in Tulsa, the Church Studio in Tulsa, Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, and the Pawnee Bill Ranch and Museum in Pawnee.
Those are all amazing places that you really should plan to visit this year if you haven't been to them. But the people and the experts and everyone in heaven and earth were united in one voice when they declared our Okie Award for Historic Destination of the Year goes to Route 66. And I am so happy for Reese Martin of the Oklahoma Route 66 Association to come up and accept this award on behalf of the Mother Road. And make sure that's the right one. Yes, it is. There you go, sir. And there you
Well, thank you very much. We've been talking about Route 66 a lot over the last couple of years, but I want to make sure you guys know it is not something new or something that just kind of sprung up like, oh, I guess we should make this a big deal. Route 66 is what it is because of Cyrus Avery from Tulsa championing that road and getting it created in the first place. Jack and Gladys Cuthbert from Clinton helped keep the National Association alive through its glory years to connect the road and stitch it together from Chicago to Santa Monica. Michael Wallace from Tulsa wrote the book to kind of let folks know it's still here and it's alive after the interstate. Jim Ross, who lives just down the street here, him and Jerry McClanahan out of Chandler, if they hadn't done all their mapping work and research and published it, you couldn't drive the road like it is today. And then folks like the Lieutenant Governor here that tell people, look, all this is still here, it's worth experiencing. It's just really incredible. So I'm holding a trophy here right now, but this belongs to every single person in this state.
Awesome. Thank you, Reese. Thank you so much. And I really want to take a moment here just because we're in the amazing Chicken Shack, and I want to let you know that on New Year's Eve, you need to plan to come back here because they're kicking off the Route 66 Centennial here at the Midpoint Corridor, and we're going to have, you saw our travel guide and our Route 66 guide earlier, we're going to have those things here. So they're going to be giving their happy birthday party to Route 66, and I think you should come join them. It's going to be a really, 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 really fun day. Live music, food, all the great Chicken Shack stuff, and that will be day one. Yeah, all right. Kirsten, over to you.
Thanks. Now back to our scheduled programming. So one of the saddest things about putting together the Okie Awards was having to see all of these stuff that did not win. So we made a special trophy for one place that is very special to everyone here because they missed the People's Choice for Okie Museum of the Year by one single vote. So the Fokie Award for Okie Almost Museum of the Year goes to the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City. So who would like to come and accept? Okay.
Tell Seth from marketing we said hello.
One of the things that instills the most pride in Oklahomans is our state's incredible art scene. The nominees for Okie Award for Arts Destination of the Year are the Philbrook Museum of Art in Tulsa, Oklahoma Contemporary in Oklahoma City, Woolaroc in Bartlesville, Plaza Walls in Oklahoma City, and the statewide Sunny Days Mural Festival.
And once again, the experts and the people agreed. The Okie Award for Arts Destination of the Year goes to the Philbrook Museum of Art in Tulsa.
The Philbrook, we're going to send some people to come accept the award, but they couldn't make it after all. But we thank them so much, and we love the Philbrook. Can we give them one more hand, please? Thank you. And if you haven't gone to see their lights display at the holidays, it's one of the best Tulsa Christmas things there is, one of the best Oklahoma Christmas things there is. One thing that you'll learn about Oklahoma in reading Oklahoma Today or watching our show is how very much we all love animals. Every few years, we like to produce a special animal-themed issue, and we're always on the lookout for new things to learn about our natural world and the critters who live in it.
So we really, really love it when we find out one of our amazing zoos just welcomed a new baby. So our next Fokie Award is in the category of So Cute I Made a Weird Sound! And it goes to Lyra, the new baby zebra foal at the Oklahoma City Zoo. And we have a zoo representative here to accept it on his behalf. Adorable.
Just to be clear, that's for the zebra. That's
not for Greg.
Well, one of the things that I get to do at Oklahoma Today is curate our events calendar to help you make your weekend plans. Every issue of our magazine, our weekly newsletter, and the last half of our podcast are all dedicated to telling you about some of the best events coming up in Oklahoma every week.
But welcome to the least surprising part of the evening, because though the nominees for Okie Event of the Year were all incredible, the Boys from Oklahoma concerts in Stillwater, the Magic City Books Adult Book Fair in Tulsa, the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon and 30th anniversary of the bombing, and the Women's College World Series softball, we all know the winner.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I'm J-Dub right now. Two-way, J-Dub's my guy right now. So, Cash Money, who's your guy?
Dort.
Dort? Oh, okay. Okay, I like you. I like you.
The Dorcho Chamber. Absolutely.
My favorite player is Jalen Williams. Mine's Lucas Dort.
Yes, we love Dort. That's my favorite player, too. Do you have a favorite player on the team right now?
No.
Bring back Russ! OKC! 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 OKC!
What was it like when the Thunder, the clock hit 0 and we finally won?
Man, I got up, I took my shirt off, I was like, let's go, man.
It was a lot because my mom started crying and my brother started freaking out.
And we running it back next year. First team to 4-peat. I'm calling it right now.
Thunder up!
Go Thunder, OKC, baby!
Yeah. I mean, do you even have to ask? Come on, look at this guy.
Explain your get up here. You made this?
My suitcase didn't show up on the airplane, so this is last night's clothes. I had a long sleeve shirt, so I had the flag in my carry-on.
Yes.
So we got it all made up, and then I filled out the rest walking around.
Very nice.
That was the best day ever. Ever. That was the best day ever. And of course, one of our main missions at Oklahoma Today is to help you fall as completely in love with our state as we all are. You absolutely must get out and meet the incredible staff that work at our parks, and be sure to find a park naturalist and meet some of our animal ambassadors because they are the cutest.
Speaking of cute animals, we have an award. We have some awards to give our state parks, but first we have to give a special Folky Award. In the category of Okie, I found a baby animal, what do I do place? The Folky Award goes to Wild Care in Noble. They're an amazing organization. Oh, yeah. Who loves animals? I know you guys love it. You look like an animal-loving bunch. There you go. Yeah, and Wild Care really deserves it. They work tirelessly to save thousands and thousands of animals each year. I took a baby hawk about 6 months ago, so I have actually used their services. They're wonderful.
Well, I don't have trophy, but...
One moment, please. I have to make a costume change.
Oh.
I need my hat.
Oh, you need your hat. Yes. Am I allowed to touch this? Okay. There you go. All right.
Okay, thanks.
She's the Reba of our show, mid-show costume change.
Yes. So, as I have been dubbed the keeper of the hats for the tourism department, it is my honor to share our awards for Oklahoma's amazing state parks. With more than 30 state parks, it's impossible to pick just one. And since we all feel that all of our parks employees and everyone who work in the parks are just like family to us, we have refrained from making a state park of the year on our own.
Yeah, we were not going to pick. It's too hard. But we did let the public have a say. And our friends at Oklahoma State Parks were very kind and helped us divide our parks into small and large divisions. And did you know, and I really hope that you did, that we have 6 state park lodges in Oklahoma? And we put them out to a vote as well. And we put them all out to the vote. And they are Beaver's Bend, Robbers Cave, Sequoia, Lake Murray, Roman Nose, and Quartz Mountain. And let me just say, all of them have had a really beautiful glow up in the last several years. All of them are amazing and new, and you must go stay at them. The winner, however, was Beaver's Bend State Park Lodge. Look at that view. Have you ever seen anything more disgusting in your entire life? No, we love Beaver's Bend. It is so gorgeous, and every time we get to go there, we get really excited. We sort of look for stories to do down there so we can go to the lodge. Not even kidding.
Yes, and I also love our state parks. One of my favorite state park activities actually is hiking. In fact, these people behind me, they tell me to take a hike all the time. And so yeah, sorry about that one, folks. So our next folkie in the category of "This hike is making me seriously consider quitting my life and moving to the wilderness like Henry Thoreau." And the winner is the ADA accessible Twin Peaks Trail at Quartz Mountain State Park.
We have so many treasures in our state park system, though, so we asked our friends at the Parks Division to help us divide the parks into large and small divisions. And the winner for Large State Park of the Year is Beavers Bend State Park.
One of the best things about being outside in a state with a whole bunch of official state symbols is that we often get to see our official state symbols out in the wild. Scissor-tail flycatchers, my personal favorite, bison, and the winner of our next Folky Award, Okie pollinators / state symbol / Blake Shelton song all in one. It goes to Apis mellifera, the honeybee. Who is sweet enough to accept this award? He's certainly sweet, in addition to being a genius wizard.
And lastly, we're so happy to announce that our People's Choice Award winner for Small State Park of the Year goes to Talamina State Park.
Our executive director, Amy, would you like to come very quickly and accept these awards? Or Lieutenant Governor, one of you would like to come and... Who wants to come say a word about our amazing state park system? Amy, everybody! Yay! Oh, nope, she was like, no, never mind. She got one whiff of me. I have too much cologne on. It was just overpowering. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Story time. So if you want to come see this up close later, you certainly can. But this is a picture of little baby Amy at Robbers Cave State Park fishing. And I have been a state parks aficionado from day one and grew up going to state parks. And I'm so excited to be part of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department now as an adult. I got to go to Lake Murray today. It was wonderful and visit that wonderful lodge. Glow up, as LG mentioned, is the right term. They've all been through a wonderful glow up. But this is me when I was very little fishing at Robbers Cave, and I outfished my dad that day, which was a big accomplishment for me. But please go visit our state parks. They are a wonderful asset to our state. Thank you so much.
One of our favorite ways to spend a day in Oklahoma is wandering around one of our more than 500 museums. We really hope you'll make sure to spend 2026 finding some new historical treasures to discover with their help, and ours. Please subscribe. The nominees for Okie Museum of the Year are the First Americans Museum in Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum, the Stafford Air and Space Museum in Weatherford, the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City, and the Woody Guthrie Center in Tulsa.
And by one single vote, the winner of the People's Choice Award for Okie Museum of the Year is the First Americans Museum in Oklahoma City. Do they have someone?
Carrie White, do you want to come say a word on behalf of FAM before we give out the other one? Please do. This is our friend Carrie White. She was once a part of the Oklahoma Today staff, but she's always a part of the Oklahoma Today family.
Thank you guys so much. This is Kaylee Douglas, who works in our marketing department, and we hope you guys will join us. If you haven't been to the First Americans Museum, we hope you will join us. We have Winter Solstice coming up, our Winter Solstice event, where the sun sets directly in this tunnel, and it will be between 5 and 6 p.m., December 20th and 21st. We actually have a Route 66 exhibit that will be up in our community gallery. It will have our community gallery will be on tribal tags, tribal license plates, and then out in the hall of the people, we will have movies showing in the evening out in the festival plaza, and then we'll have some things going on in the front in the Circle Drive as well. If you haven't been to our Family Discovery Center, has anybody seen the Family Discovery Center? It's amazing. It's one of the few things that didn't open when the museum opened back in 21. It is like you're walking into a real-life pop-up book. It is 2 stories. You saved a hawk, Carly. You can crawl up into red-tailed hawk's nest and look down on the tree line. It goes from day to night in an hour. It goes through all 4 seasons in an hour. There are constellations. If you have grandkids, if you have kids, they will love it. So please come visit. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we are so proud, and I want to take a moment and depart from the script for a second because there's another award that we're giving out here in a minute, and it's our Clayton I. Bennett Oklahoma Standard Award. We're not there yet, but I did want to say thank you to this next group of people because our inaugural Okie Award for Museum of the Year goes to the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. Let's give them a hand. Apologies if my voice starts to quake. I get really emotional talking about this. But I wanted to say thank you to them because the phrase Oklahoma Standard is theirs and it belongs to them, and they very graciously and generously allowed us to use it for our award as well. And so thank you so much to our friends from the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. And now come up and please get your award. Yay! Let's have a hand for the Oklahoma City National Memorial and Museum. I'm going to find that one.
Yeah, it's you next.
Well, I would just say thank you. We're in the midst of starting a new project. Monday we break ground on a $15 million project called Forward, which means we're moving forward, but we're also forward in a book. The museum is told in chapters, and so it's symbolic in many ways. But as we teach the new generation this story, it's important to make sure we don't forget from where we've come, to make sure we can celebrate where we are, and that people died senselessly for that, but the best way to honor them is to continue to tell their story and to honor them, and as a state to continue to move forward in a way where we get along, we communicate, we have better conversations, and we figure out how to meet in the middle. And so that really is our mission at the museum, is to honor those 168 lives by working together and unifying in everything we do. So I just would say as a challenge to all of us is when we want to divide and tear apart, remember we're better when we're together.
Well, Carrie mentioned it, forward. And Oklahoma has so much forward momentum right now, thanks in large part to our Okies of the Year, Clay Bennett and the Thunder. But there's so much to look forward to in the next few years. The Route 66 Centennial coming up. The World Cup is bringing people through our state. 250 years since 1776 and the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And a couple years after that, the winner of one of our 2 final Folky Awards of the night, the freaking exciting development of the year is the Olympics coming to Oklahoma City. Who wants to come up and accept that? We've got a nice Olympic trophy here.
So I just want to say I was at Michael's trying to find craft supplies, and they did not have an Olympic canoe. They only had a camping canoe, so it's only got softball things on it, but canoe slalom and softball. Come on, it's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Did anybody else genuinely, has it been on anybody's lifelong bucket list to go to an Olympic event? Because it's been on mine since I was like 8. It's a huge thing. I could not be more excited about this. I am so excited. And I want to tell you guys, by the way, because Oklahoma Today, one of the things we are all about is pro tips, pro traveler tips. If you want good insider info, you need to get on the LA 2028 site right now. And you need to register your email address. You need to sign up with them because the pre-sales for those tickets are coming up pretty soon, right? They're starting this spring. So, like, if you want to get Olympic tickets in 28, you need to sign up right now on LA's 28's website. And now, this is one of my favorite parts of the whole night. This is the part I've been looking forward to, I think, the most, maybe. It is my absolute honor to present our inaugural Clayton I. Bennett Oklahoma Standard Award. When we came up with this whole project of the Okie Awards. and this whole thing, I knew it needed, like we said earlier, we knew it needed to be more than one award. And I really wanted, as a state magazine, for us to do something that felt Oklahoma in a really believe what you believe and be free. In a spiritual sense, for me, that's something that's very important and something that I think a lot about. And I think who we are in that sense is very defining characteristic of Oklahoma. And so when we reached out to Mr. Bennett, when we reached out to Clay and said, we want to name the Thunder and you our Oklahomans of the Year, we also threw out there we would like to give an award in your honor. We want to call it the Oklahoma Standard Award. He encouraged us to get in touch with Carrie and the team at the memorial, and we thank them again for letting us share that name. But we really wanted to give something that we felt like embodied the Oklahoma character. I think we've all seen these times in Oklahoma when people need help. I am a graduate of Westmore High School. In 1999, a year after I graduated, Westmore was hit by an F5 tornado on May 3rd, 1999, that I'm sure you all remember. And that was the moment for me, more than any in my life, when the Oklahoma Standard became very real, because that was my community and my people. And so I think one of the things that is really beautiful about Oklahoma is we believe in helping, and we believe in helping people help themselves. We believe in helping people stand up on their own, under their own dignity, under their own pride. And so when I started to think about that, nothing made more sense in the world. And thank you again to Clay Bennett for adding his name to this and yes-anding this award, because he did not have to do that. And he's a really good guy. And can we please give Clay a round of applause? Thank you. If you never met him, he's the best guy ever. If you ever just see him out and about, just walk up to him and say hi. He's absolutely the sweetest. But I'm really excited because to me, there was no other organization that exemplified this as much this year as Curbside Enterprises in Oklahoma City. For those of you who don't know Curbside, they are part of the Homeless Alliance here in Oklahoma City. They run low barrier employment programs. So people, if you've seen the people around in the green vest selling the Curbside Chronicle, look, I'm pretty competitive, but I'm going to sit here and tell you that's a really good magazine and you should be reading it. It's really, really good. And the vendors are some of the nicest people. I try to walk every day in downtown Oklahoma City. I love exercise, and I really always look forward to talking to my Curbside vendor and buying the magazine. There's always like cool stuff in it, like free tickets to the zoo and all kind of other stuff. So, you know, you're getting something out of the deal too, but it's a really amazing organization, and I would really like if Nathan Poppy, the editor-in-chief of the Curbside Chronicle, came up here and accepted this award on behalf of Curbside Enterprises.
You know, Shay Gilgis-Alexander was texting me. He wanted to hold this with me tonight, but that's okay. I'm very happy to share this with a lot of my wonderful colleagues who are right in front of me. The magazine is one small part of the enterprise, so give one more round of applause to these wonderful people who make our flower shop, apparel shop, snow cone stands, and everything that Curbside does possible. You know, it is, Nathan, thank you for that wonderful introduction. You hit the nail on the head. We help people that need help. We do it in a dignified way, and we can't do it without our community. Street papers happen all around the world, but they're only successful when a community says yes. And thank you for saying yes.
Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, it's mine. And we have one last Folky Award to give away. This one it's for somebody really, really special to us all.
Truly, it's for someone who is an inspiration.
The Folky Award for Okie Editor-in-Chief of the Year, Nathan Division, goes to Nathan Poppy! Do you have anything else to say?
So unexpected. I'm just going to do that speech word for word again. But no, Nathan gives me a run for my money. Again, we talked about this earlier. If you're not subscribing to Oklahoma Today, gift it to someone. It's a beautiful magazine, well written, beautiful photos. Sometimes my photos are in there too. But this is the real award tonight. But yeah, Nathan, thanks, and to all of you for putting this on. And this is, putting this right on my, what's the thing on my car? Dashboard.
And once more, let's have a round of applause for all our winners and panelists tonight. Thank you so much. And now for the reason we're all here, our Okie of the Year winner. Now, what if I told you that we had a very special surprise waiting outside? What if I told you that? Well, I'd be a liar, because unfortunately, our Okies of the Year, the Oklahoma City Thunder organization, they could not be here tonight. But there is no one who has provided more joy in the state this year than the Oklahoma City Thunder organization, led by Chairman Clay Bennett and represented on the court by a team of winning ball players who make us all so proud. And yes, that is our cover. And I think we have a video clip here.
Seeing their excitement, their enthusiasm, their joy, and their like love for the team, it was special. Like, you don't really, we're never really that close to them. Like, we're on the court.
We're really close.
Yeah, we're on the court. We're on a, I guess it looks like a stage, right? They're watching the game and watching us perform, and we feel the love while we're playing. But to get it and be next to them, running around with them, being able to interact with them that closely, you feel it in a different way.
You, of course, second round draft pick. Lou, undrafted guy. Joe, like the Sixers didn't even want him. Pretty much every guy on this team is doing better than like the experts thought that they would. Is that the Thunder effect? Is it something about the guys that they're bringing into the room? Like, what do you think it is?
I think it speaks volumes in different ways. Obviously, Thunder organization, the system. You know, it's hard not to find success if you're a guy that can buy into, you know, playing for a team and having a win-first mentality. And then it also speaks volumes to the guys as individuals. I think a lot of us are just dogs, and we'll go through the mud to kind of figure out how to make it work. And we found success just having, you know, that mentality to kind of make it happen regardless of what's thrown in front of us.
Right, and that hard work mentality really paid off last season. Now, a lot of championship teams face is that, you know, they sort of relax. How are you gonna fight back and like stay focused and try to repeat, I guess?
Yeah, like I said, a lot of us are just pure dogs, and like, you know, we want to win. So I don't think that's something that we as a team have to worry about or you know, think about. I think we have, you know, that mentality that you got to earn everything that you kind of want. So, you know, we have the mindset going in to just be dogs again and you know, have that mentality, make sure we're getting better throughout the season and putting ourselves in a position to, you know, do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm. And last question, that parade day was so special, just being around the fans. I know you already appreciated the fans before, but do you have like a deeper appreciation for the people of Oklahoma City and Oklahoma?
The way that they kind of showed up to that parade and obviously their support and love, you know, throughout the playoffs and up to this point has been just, you know, one of a kind. So there's just a different connection, I think, between our team, our organization, and the fans, and it's one that I think, you know, is very special. So.
All right. Perfect. And are we going to see another 10 out of 10 fit this year?
Oh, yeah, you'll see a couple good fits.
All right, cool. Thanks, Aaron.
No problem.
Yeah, Aaron Wiggins, such a good speaker. If you saw his championship speech, you know he's amazing on the stage. And it set the bar high for who is actually accepting our Okie of the Year for the Thunder this year is Lieutenant Governor Matt Pinnell. Yes, come on up here. Yes, please hand that to Shay. Matt, do you have anything to say about the Thunder here?
I think we can all say that those 15 seconds of the Oklahoma City skyline before every single one of these games, it gave everybody just such a better understanding of, hold on, is that Oklahoma City? If that's Oklahoma City, I want to go visit. So it's pretty amazing. We may never lose a basketball game again, apparently. So yeah, I'm taking it to them.
Yes, thank you so much. And like I said, we tried to get the guys here, but it turns out that they have some more butt to kick at the Emirates Cup. So we're going to let them off the hook. They've got some more teams to beat by 30 or more, I guess. And Grace and Allen, cry more. That's all I got to say. Let's send them some real Thunder love. A round of applause for Oklahoma State Thunder.
Okay, well, we're out of Fokies. We're out of awards. That concludes our Okie Awards for 2025. Thank you so much for coming and entertaining this. Like, it's a crazy idea. Thank you so much to the Chicken Shack and to Eddie. Please, a huge round of applause for Eddie. I cannot say enough good things about that man right there. He is the salt of the absolute earth and one of the best dudes around. If this is your first time here, why? And second of all, even if it's not your first time here, please do seriously plan to come back on New Year's Eve. They have got a heck of a party planned for you, and you're going to be able to be the first people to get our new guides and brochures and our new food issue of Oklahoma Today. It's going to be awesome. By the way, this is totally not in the script. By the way, we are, thank you, by the way, Lieutenant Governor, for helping us with this, the official magazine of the Route 66 Centennial in the state of Oklahoma for next year. So all six of our issues next year are going to have cool collectible covers. You're going to want to get them. They're going to be chock full of not just cool Route 66 stuff, but cool stuff from all 77 of our counties. And they're going to be really gorgeous. Our next artist we're doing 6 covers by Oklahoma artists all next year. So we're supporting the state's arts community. And our first artist in JanFeb is Jerry Bennett. I know, and he's drawn us a really great cover. And we've already got Clint Stone doing our big May-June Route 66 cover as well. If you guys know Clint Stone, that's going to be a great one too. So we hope that you'll subscribe and join us for that. I have to say thank you to UConn Trophy and Awards, hi B, and Visit UConn. One of the things we really hope that you'll look at when our JanFeb issue comes out is a guide to UConn restaurants that Carly wrote. Yeah, so if you're looking for good places to eat in UConn, you're going to want to go. You're going to want to find that. Thank you all so much for sponsoring. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We love you. Thank you to our friends from Visit Edmond back there who sponsor our podcast on the weekly. Thank you to Lieutenant Governor. Thank you to all the legislators who are here and everyone else who came. Thank you so much. We love you. We hope you enjoyed yourselves. This is only the beginning. Now we've got Wheelhouse Productions here. Can we have a hand for our DJ, Joel? We are not going to take any more of your time. Let's dance!